All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Wild Card Sports. This is Week 18, the last week of the NFL season, and these are going to be my picks. Last week we did okay. We finally broke the 20,000 rank mark, so I'm ranked in the 19,000s. Seems pretty high, but at one point I was like in the 200, 300,000. So we're doing pretty well. My record's 166 and 90. So this is the last week. We got a lot of great games. I'm going to be betting on these games. Maybe you guys are too. And speaking of betting, we have a Patreon now for this channel. Link is going to be in the description. It's only $7 a month, and I'm going to post my bets there. I'm going to post bets from the pros there, and we are going to talk as a community in the comments on Patreon what we're betting and what we should be betting, what we should be looking at. So if you want to join that, the link will be in that description. It'll be much appreciated. You'll help this channel a lot, and you guys will help each other a lot at the end of the day betting on sports. So let's get right into the picks. Here we go. Steelers, Ravens. Ravens already locked up the first place spot in the AFC. So they don't know if they're going to be resting starters or not for this game. I'm sure they will. Maybe they'll play like the first quarter and then start resting them, especially Lamar Jackson. But Steelers, at the end of the day, really need to win this game. They're in the hunt right now, or they're actually right on the bubble. So they have to just win. They need a lot of things to happen. Steelers have to win. If you look at the spread on this game, Steelers are favored by 3.5. So they're actually favored to win on the road. I still think Ravens can beat the Steelers, but Steelers are going to be desperate. Steelers do play the Ravens well. I don't know. This one's tough. Obviously, you pick Ravens if it was a full-blown all the starters playing on both teams. But like I said, Steelers are going to be desperate. So let's just go Steelers on this one to take it. I want to know from you guys, the Steeler fans, do you guys think you could win this game on the road in Baltimore, especially that they're resting the starters? So I'll go Steelers on that one. Moving on to the Texans versus the Colts. And both teams, this is going to be a really good game because both teams are fighting for a wild card spot. If you look at the race, the Colts are in the hunt, and in the bubble is the Texans. So the Texans need a lot to happen. Obviously, a win will help their chances a lot, and I would love to see C.J. Stroud in the playoffs. I think we all would. But Minshew has been carrying the Colts here, and Colts have surprised all of us. I got to admit, I did not see them even making the playoffs this season, but they're doing well. They are at home. I think they're only favored by like a point. Yeah. Oh, no. Texans are favored by 1.5 on the road. I do like the home team in this spot. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Maybe the rookie CJ Stroud will show that he's a rookie and kind of choke in this spot. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. My heart's telling me I want CJ Stroud in the playoffs. I want to see him play, see what he's all about. But then my gut is telling me Colts are probably going to win this one at home. I'm going to take the upset here, and I'm going to go Colts plus 1.5. And I'm going to take the Colts to win that one. Moving on to the Bengals-Browns. And I know so the Bengals have the 5th seed, not locked up, but they're in the 5th seed right now. And the Bengals, I don't think they're even going to make the playoffs. Yeah, Bengals are out. They're not even in the hunt or on the bubble. Have they been officially? Yeah, they're officially eliminated. So Browns, it's kind of a must win. It just helps their chances of securing a playoff spot. If they win, they're fine. They stay in the playoffs. If they lose, things could happen. They could bounce out. But I think they should be fine and stay in there. So will the Bengals play spoilers to the Browns and mess with their playoff seeding? I could see that happening. Looking at the spread, Bengals are favored by 7 points. So maybe the Browns will be sitting some players. I don't know. Bengals probably want to show the league, show their fans that, hey, we're going to bounce back next year. This is what we're going to do this week to show that we're going to be a great team next year. So I do think Bengals will win this game. I'm going to take Bengals, and, I think they'll cover the spread, win this game by 7. Moving on to the Vikings-Lions. Lions have already secured a playoff spot, but the Vikings are on the bubble. They still have a chance to get one of those wild card spots. Obviously, they just have to win, and that will help their chances. They need a few other things to happen, a few other things to work. But will the Lions be resting starters? That's the number one question for a lot of these teams. Will they rest starters? Some teams are already saying they will. Some are being like, I don't know. We don't know if we're going to rest starters. So if you took this matchup straight up, obviously Lions would win this one. Vikings are desperate. They came off a bad loss against the Packers, and the Vikings look really bad overall. When I look at the spread of this game, Lions are still favored to win this game by 3 points, and they are at home. I don't know. I don't see Dan Campbell losing this one and giving it up. They are in the same division, so the Lions can just completely spoil the Vikings' chances of making the playoffs and just beat them outright. I'm going to take the Lions on this one. Lions -3. Moving on to the Jaguars versus the Titans. Jaguars are in the hunt. They're right there. They could easily get a playoff spot. They have a 77% chance of making the playoffs, the Jaguars do. Titans already eliminated. Titans can play spoilers, and I think they will do that. I actually think the Titans will take out the Jaguars here. Jaguars are favored to win this by 5, but I'm going to pick the upset and go Titans to beat the Jags at home here. Titans at home. Titans will win this one. Moving on to the Jets-Patriots. Boring game. Both teams eliminated, of course. Jets had high hopes for this season, and when Rodgers went down, everything went down the drain there. So I don't know. It's one of those toss-up games. Patriots are favored to win this by 2.5. They only have this game at 31 points because both have, pretty good defenses. I don't know. It's a coin flip. I could care less who wins it at the end of the day. But let's just take the Patriots. Maybe Bill Belichick will show that he wants to stay in New England. Moving on to the Falcons-Saints. This is a division game, and the Falcons are in the hunt, or on the bubble, and the Saints are on the bubble. So obviously one of them has to win. Saints have a 31% chance to make the playoffs, and the Falcons only have a 10% chance to make the playoffs. So the Saints have a slight edge here. I would pick the Saints to win. Got to check the spread really quick. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Saints favored by 3 points, and I think they'll cover the spread. Falcons have been so disappointing this year. I don't think they'll show up in this division game. It could be a close one, but I got to take the Saints at home to win this one. Moving on to the Bucks-Panthers. Bucks are, I don't know, this is a tough one because Bucks got, I wouldn't say blown out, but they were beat up pretty bad last week. They should have won that game. Bucks are in the hunt. They have a 69% chance of making the playoffs right now. They got to win this game. And, I mean, they got the Panthers last game of the season, so they got to beat the Panthers here. And the Panthers can play spoiler. Will they do that here? I don't know. Bucks really need this win. I think they're going to go all out. I would be shocked if Bucks win it. It's like a little part of my gut is telling me like Panthers will pull off an upset here and we're all going to be shocked and surprised. So I kind of want to go with the Panthers, but man, if Bucks lose this one, it would be crazy. I have to go Bucks to win though. They got to win this game. All right, moving on to the Bears-Packers. Bears are already eliminated from the playoffs. Packers are in the bubble. Or no, they're in the hunt. Packers have a 60% chance of making the playoffs, so they got to win this game. But the Bears have been playing really well. I would take the Bears spread. So Packers are favored to win this game by 3. I do think Bears will win this game and upset the Packers. Bears are going to play spoilers. They're coming in hot. They're showing their fans and the league that they are going to be a team to be reckoned with next season. Justin Fields is proving that he's actually a really good quarterback, but we'll see. I don't know, but I do think the Chicago Bears will beat the Packers here, and I'm going to take the Bears to upset the Packers. All right, moving on to the Broncos-Raiders. Another boring game here. Both teams eliminated. I like the Raiders, just how they've been playing. Broncos don't really have any momentum. Raiders do. I'll go with the Raiders. Moving on to the Eagles-Giants. Eagles, man, they have been disappointing as of late, at least the past 4 or 5 games. They're in the 5th seed. They got to win here. They want the Cowboy, or they need the Cowboys to lose. They're playing the Giants. If the Eagles lose to the Giants, I mean, just don't even play in the playoffs. But I got to go Eagles to win. They need to wake up before playoffs here. Moving on to the Seahawks Cardinals. Both teams eliminated, I believe. Maybe Seahawks are on the bubble. Yeah, they're in the bubble. Seahawks have a 26% chance of making it. They need a lot of stuff to happen. It's most likely not going to happen. I do like the Cardinals here, though. I don't think they're going to lose to the Seahawks. I'm actually going to take the Cardinals at home to beat the Seahawks. Moving on to the Chiefs and Chargers. Chargers, very disappointing season, already eliminated. Chiefs have had a disappointing season. Even though they're 10-6, they still have had a disappointing season from what they were expected to achieve. And looking at the spread, Chiefs are not even favored, so they must be resting a lot of their starters. Chargers are actually favored to win this game. But you know what? I'm going to actually take the upset here and pick the Chiefs. I think their backups could probably beat the Chargers. But yeah, I'm going to take Chiefs on that one. Moving on to my San Francisco 49ers versus the LA Rams. Niners are going to be resting some players. They still haven't officially said if they're going to rest Brock Purdy and all the other, key starters. Christian McCaffrey will be resting for this game, so that's great. Hopefully the Niners rest Trent Williams and Deebo, Ayuk, all those guys. I think it would be pretty bad if we started them, but maybe they'll play a few reps in the first quarter. I think Rams are going to win it. They're desperate. They're trying to get into the playoffs here. Rams actually have the 6th seed as of now, and if they win, Rams get a playoff spot. If they lose, Rams could get out of the playoffs. So I'm going to take Rams. This is the only time I'm going against my Niners. Obviously, I want my Niners to win, but at the end of the day, we already locked up the number 1 seed. Doesn't really matter, so I could care less if the Niners lose this game. I don't say that often, but I'll pick the Rams. That's a rare thing for me. I'll pick the Rams. All right, Cowboys, Commanders. Cowboys just have to win to lock up the division, lock up the number 2 seed. So that's all they got to do. Commanders are not a good team, but the Commanders will give the Cowboys trouble. It is a division game at the end of the day. It is in Washington, so they're not going to make it easy on the Cowboys, but Cowboys got to win this one. I'm going to pick them to win. I will be low-key cheering for the Commanders, but Cowboys should win this one. All right, moving on to the last game here. Bills, Dolphins. And Bills are in the hunt, which is crazy to think. They have a 10-6 record, and they are in the hunt for the playoffs. But the Bills have been playing great as of late, and they just look really dominant. So will they win this game? Bills are favored by 3. I think they will step up here. Dolphins got whooped by the Ravens the other day. So will they bounce back? I'm pretty sure they locked up. Well, this is they are battling here for the division. So Dolphins, Bills, I don't know. I think Bills want it more at the end of the day. I really think the Bills want it more, and they're going to dominate here. So I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means, but I'm going to take the Bills to win this game against the Dolphins. They also ask, how many points will be scored in Browns versus Bengals? Well, I don't really care, but let's see. What do they got the total at? Browns and Bengals, 39. I'll go 37. I think it'll be a lower scoring game. But yeah, those are my picks, guys. Bills, Cowboys, Rams, Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, Raiders, Bears, Buccaneers, Saints, Patriots, Titans, Lions, Bengals, Colts, Colts, Steelers, and those are my picks. Hopefully I get to like the 10,000 mark this season. We'll see. Or maybe probably the 15,000 mark. But yeah, it's been a fun year, guys, doing these picks with you guys every week. And we're going to do picks for the playoffs. I'm going to post my actual bets for the playoffs on the Patreon. So join the Patreon. Only $7 a month. That is definitely less than $1 a day. So easy money. You can make that money back by our bets. We're going to help each other win at the end of the day. So join the Patreon. Only $7 a month. It'd be much appreciated. Catch you guys into the playoffs. Enjoy Week 18, and See you guys on the next video. Peace.